Hello. Oh. Hi, everybody.
What time they vote?
Hello, it's Monday, not morning. I'm not going to admit what time it is because I only really just got geared up for the day and I would be ashamed to tell you out loud. It's the beginning of a new week, which means it's time to pick new goals. Last week, we got this room in order, which came together much better than I really believed it was going to. I said a bunch of things. I believed in none of them, and somehow still got most of it done. So apparently this experiment is working. So our main goal for this week is to clean the other room, which is gonna be something. It's going to be an adventure. Let's go with adventure. We also want to see if we can paint the opposite wall in this room and finish painting more or less all of the walls in the other room as well, which is going to take time, more time than effort, a little bit of effort because I can't make anything simple based on this wall. Based on how this wall turned out, you can tell that I'm not good at simple. We're going to clean and organize the office, paint the opposite wall of the bedroom, and finish painting the office, which is only 3 things. This week was only 1 thing and I barely made it. This week is gonna suck a little bit, but that's okay. We'll figure it out eventually. Not dying, I'm not crying, I'm fine, I'm okay. I have to spend time memorizing some stuff this week. I need to learn a new monologue and I also need to learn a song in German, which is not one of my favorite languages to sing in. It's hard to be legato and make the sound at the same time. I also have to finish a project for the theater this week. And the person I'm doing it with is not free in the same days as me, so I'm gonna have to prep work it, leave it for them to pick up so they can finish and then make further plans to do the last step of the project. Maybe if we jump in right now, we can get something done and get this week off to a good start. Sure. I should really be gentler with stuff, actually. There's no reason to drop it like that.
Perfect.
Tuesday morning. This is going to be a catch up on work kind of day, because I kind of just didn't yesterday. So I really have to now. So I'll probably spend most of the day doing that, and then I'll work on the wall at night. I have to work on that project I'm doing with somebody else for the theater today, because they have to do their part of it tomorrow. Okay. Hello everybody, it's Wednesday. My hair's doing a weird thing right now. I'll fix that later. So it's Wednesday at like 11:30. Usually Wednesday is the day that I take to sort of regroup and figure out what I'm doing for the rest of the week. I try to figure out how to make it productive, see what I haven't done, get everything in line to do it Thursday, Friday. But this week's a little different because I have to go on like a training thing for a new gig that I'm trying on Friday at 11, which directly interferes with the time I usually have my voice lesson. So my voice lesson has been changed for the next 2 weeks to Wednesday at 2:45. It's different, and I'm past the point in age where different is a fun thing. It's just sort of like, oh, you've thrown me off. But yeah, so it's 11:30. I have to be there by 2:45, and it takes around an hour to get there. So I have about an hour to at least start the process in this room because I started in the other room. So this room hasn't been touched at all, and it's already halfway through the week. I'm doing great. Okay, for some god-awful reason, I can only get this trash machine to print when I'm printing from my phone. Like, I legit tried to print from my computer for like 10 minutes, and it didn't work, so I gave up, got an app, and printed from my phone. And I'm just like really tired of the nonsense at this point.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Time got away from me. I was like, oh, it's fine. I know what time. Oh, it's 1.
Alright, trouble.
Okay, I just had my voice lesson. I was definitely late for my lesson. I didn't realize what time it was, so I was just like trying to get everything together for someone who is actually not gonna show up today for the project we were supposed to be doing because she had a different conflict. And I realized that I hadn't left the house yet, and I was like, oh, it takes me an hour to get to the place I'm going, and now I have less than an hour to get there. I was only 10 minutes late. It wasn't that bad. I just had to cut my lesson a little shorter than we usually would have. Now I'm gonna find food because I haven't eaten once today, and it is 2:52. One of my goals is going to be to eat at least twice a day regularly. Just doing the bare minimum. Also, I still have the clip in my hair. I literally was up and had the clip until like 3 seconds ago. I just didn't realize how crazy I looked because I was running. Because I was late. Perfect. I guess that means it's on. Or not? So, Thursday is happening. I went to teach this morning. I was on time this time. He didn't do any of his homework, which was something he could choose to do, I guess. I just had him do a bunch of busy work while he had to stare at me because I was like, well, all of our stuff planned for today was based off of you doing what you're supposed to do. So we did that all day. My dad had to cut my sunglasses off of my head because they got stuck in my hair. Yeah, it's been a morning. Nothing I could do about it. It hasn't been terrible, but it's been today. I didn't do shit all to the other room yesterday because my mom needed me to go somewhere with her. So the room is exactly how I left it earlier, which means now I have only today, Friday, to finish. So yeah. This has been my Thursday. How are you? I realized I haven't filmed at all today. Hi. I forgot to film yesterday too, but yesterday was so busy. It was a very adulty day. Like, I had to get up at a normal time. Had to go into Atlanta for a meeting. It was a training for a gig that I might be starting. So I adulted at the beginning, and I came home, ate some lunch, started working, passed out. I passed all the way out. I hope you can actually see me. I'm just pointing this generally at my face and hoping that it works. So yeah, I ended up passing out most of yesterday. Then woke up, did some more work, passed out again. And then I had to leave the house earlier to go to a workshop. But I did do a lot of this. So I did do a little work on my computer before I had to leave. Like, I did the moon then, which is the only other time I filmed today. I did the moon. Which looks really nice, actually. Everything looks nicer through a camera than it does in person. And maybe that's just me being critical, but I like it better looking through a lens to see it. But yeah, I just need to do up here. And then I'll be pretty done with this room. I already rehung the hook that the sun goes on, and I'll put the sun back up in a minute. I might do another moon in that corner, not quite like this moon, a more realistic looking one. And maybe I'll add something over here, but I'm not sure what yet. So I need to order food. My little cousins are here, and apparently they haven't had dinner yet, and I haven't had dinner yet, so I guess we're gonna do that. We're all gonna eat, but I have to order. But I'm not talking on the phone, so I'm ordering online. Fucking hate talking on the phone. And she's coming back, so I need to stop cussing. Bye. It is complete. Well, mostly. It's mostly complete. I still need to put stars on. I'm never going to finish at this, am I? This is going to take the rest of my life. But it's cute, though, so meh. It is done. Wait, let me stop playing Goose framed Roger Rabbit on my phonograph. I actually found this like a year ago, and I love it. It has some skips in it, but it's not like I haven't seen the movie before. And they're all really small. So it was like $7. It was worth it. Guys, I finished. There are stars and everything. It is done. I even added some stars to this side. I might need to do some more because they're a little too clustered. But I finished. It's prettier through the camera than it is in person, but it's pretty. Hey, it's 4 p.m. on Sunday, and I bet you could guess that I haven't done anything today. Not a damn thing. I haven't done shit. But I'm gonna start now. Since the other wall is finally done, woo, I'm going to clean up the rest of the room again. So I also need to get those on the wall. That wall. Eventually. Today. I'm doing that today. I also need to finish this room. You know, the room I haven't touched since like Tuesday. That's supposed to be the entire point of this week. Okay, so I finished this wall as much as I'm going to. I thought I was recording myself sketching out in this wall, and apparently I didn't. I pushed record and then it undid itself at some point. When I say at some point, like 10 seconds later. I have zero film of me doing this, but I like how it looks so far. It looks sort of like a geode, and that's really fun. This is all done with paint markers. I'm going to hang this mirror in the middle of this. Yes, I realized that I did a bunch of work and now I'm gonna cover a good chunk of it, but I was always gonna put this mirror on that wall anyways. And I'm probably gonna add a bunch of other stuff to this wall over time. So yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with this. Okay, so slight change of plans. I was gonna try to get the rest of this room finished overnight since it's Sunday, and I really wanted to have it all done by Monday morning. However, my dad has a flight in the morning. It's midnight, and I know I couldn't do this quietly if my life depended on it. Plus, there are a couple of things that I wanted to get from Hobby Lobby, which I can't get on a Sunday. And Joann's is too expensive, so it's gonna be Hobby Lobby anyways. Possible it's not without making a giant racket and making my dad's life harder. So I think I'm gonna call it quits for today. Falling a little behind isn't gonna be the end of the world. I'll just have to add this to the roster of things I have to do next week, on top of the other things I wanted to get done next week, which is not ideal, but it's not terrible. You'll see.
What don't they vote?